So we're gonna get you some food. I'm here to serve you. Let me put your napkin down.
Hey, Eugene.
Put your napkin down.
Well trained.
Oh, wow. Did this man really just direct that at Eugene? My wife is well trained? Like he had something to prove? I know he doesn't think he's a better husband than Eugene. I'm so glad Dr. Jackie came up to check him.
What did he say? Women are not trained. Dogs are trained. Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Jackie, because the way Dr. Kima has been trying to come for these men is ridiculous. Dr. Eugene comes across to me as an absolutely amazing husband. Leave that man alone, especially since Eugene and Toya seem to be very happy. Eugene doesn't need any advice from you, Dr. Kima. But now, of course, Dr. Kima has stirred the pot, and his wife Alicia has as well, with this whole serving her husband in front of everyone, laying the napkin down on his lap. Now, the other ladies feel like they need to make a point to serve their man a plate or fix their man a plate.
You fixing your man a plate? I am. I told them you were going to fix him a plate too. You getting this plate together, Jackie? Yes, ma'am. You're so sweet. Well, you didn't give me a choice. No, you didn't give me a choice. She said, you fixing your husband's plate, Jackie.
So all the couples vacationing down in Hilton Head, South Carolina are on this beautiful boat for the evening. Jackie and Sweet Tea have kinda made up, and the mood is light. But of course the couples have to show out a little bit for one another, with Dr. Heavenly making a point to demonstrate how she takes care of her husband's plate. He don't even have to ask. He knows his plate is coming. But if I can be honest here, and this is just my perspective, Dr. Heavenly isn't too off from Dr. Kima because she's got Dr. Damon trained too. I'm just saying. Now, she would never say something like that out loud like Dr. Kima because that's not something women can brag about like men. But in my eyes, Dr. Damon is so under Dr. Heavenly's thumb, people feel like they already know what he's going to say before he says it. Seriously, everybody knows how he's going to respond to questions as long as Heavenly's sitting right there beside him. He's not going to ever come up against Heavenly, whether she's wrong or not. And a lot of times she's wrong. But do you notice how he is not going to disagree with her or ever get out of line or out of order? She got that man wrapped so tight, he seems almost scared to answer questions, like when they ask these couples questions at the end of the episode.
Next question. Do you feel like you have sex often enough? Why or why not?
I think we have sex frequency enough and intensity enough. I'm good, actually.
Now, did you notice how uncomfortable he seemed with that question? And how every other husband opened up about their marriage and their sex life, but Dr. Damon, who gave this quick, barely responsive answer and didn't say anything else?
I think we have sex frequency enough and intensity enough. I'm good, actually.
And Simone promptly moved on. Maybe that's just me, but I'm like, you don't have anything else to say, Dr. Damon? Okay, then. But anyway, things get a little dicey when Toya and Alicia get into this weird back and forth about their marriages and whether or not husbands should be able to control their wives. Let's talk about it. And let's also talk about what other problems are going on with Dr. Kimu and Dr. Alicia's marriage. But before we get into this episode, please do me a solid and hit that like button if you enjoy the content. Be sure to click on that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that notification bell for updates. Your support of the channel is immensely appreciated. Thank you. Now, one other quick note before we move forward. Let me just say that Miss Phaedra was looking so good. Do you hear me? As the only single person on the trip, she was definitely representing. Body looked absolutely amazing. I just have to give that woman her props. But back to Alicia and Toya. Of course, Toya has some questions about Alicia's husband, continuing to talk about her being trained. And I'm not really buying Alicia's response to that.
Well, I got a question. Why are you okay with him saying he trained you up?
Oh, because I know he's joking.
You think?
Yeah.
The fact that he said, well, train doesn't bother me at all. I'm a dentist, I'm a realtor, I'm a good wife, and I'm a good mom. I am, in fact, well trained.
Yeah, no. Alicia, your husband was not referring to your credentials or your career accomplishments. He was over there telling these men he's trained you to come home and immediately get his food. Like, get his food and feed him on command, girl. And it didn't come off as just joking to me. That man was dead serious.
I don't mean to be derogatory and be disrespectful, but subtle suggestions, and then eventually they understand what you want.
But you gotta do it from day one, and you gotta be consistent. The same every time. Where's my food? Where's my food? Where's my food? Where's my food?
I found the men's reaction to this very interesting. Like, they weren't even taking Dr. Kima seriously, especially Eugene, who was really not fazed, though it seemed like Dr. Kima was directing a lot of his words towards Eugene.
And then eventually she's like, as soon as I walk through the door, she's like, baby, your food is coming. I'm telling you, she knows I'm gonna ask for it. Like a Pavlovian thing. No, that's not good.
Damn, he said like a Pavlovian thing, or like a Pavlovian dog, which is why Dr. Jackie had to tell him, women are not trained, dogs are trained. Hello? But then after Toya kept coming at Alicia about her husband, I think Alicia really started to get defensive, which is why she started to push back.
Eugene needs to train your ass. He can't control her at all, whatsoever. Oh, my hubby? Yeah.
I can't stand Heavenly in that god-awful laugh of hers. Lord, I don't even know what was so funny, though.
Because that's a loaded statement. A man should be able to control his wife.
A man should be able to temper his wife. If Eugene had a look or said something, Toya should receive it.
The look on Toya's face was just priceless. Like, you can try and exchange the term control with temper, but it still means the same thing. I don't think Toya was in any way interested in taking any marriage advice from Alicia. Though I can understand Alicia getting defensive, because I'm sure she felt under attack in some way about her own marriage. And in my opinion, at least I say, if this is how this couple operates, then that's their business. Toya and Eugene don't need to be anything like Dr. Alicia and Dr. Kima, and vice versa. Each couple should just respect their differences and let all this nonsense go. Later, Simone and Cecil do a good job of having a successful couples therapy type session, asking some good questions, and nobody started arguing or fighting or cussing. Thank God. But the money issues did surprise everyone with Dr. Kimo and Dr. Alicia.
I opened Alicia's envelope. I feel Kim and I will be further along in building our empire if we truly learn to work together.
And I told Kimma that we should have had several multi-units under our belt already. He wanted to invest otherwise. Kimma put a lot of our money into the stock market. A lot of it.
And crypto, what's your point?
I think her point was that they could have invested in an appreciating asset like property ownership, but Dr. Kima put everything into crypto, and it seems like he lost whatever it was that they had.
If you had listened to me, we would have had a cash flowing quadruplex instead of you losing the profits in the crypto.
Alicia is a spendthrift, okay? She will spend it as it comes in the door, and she does not have an account for where $150,000 went in months.
Oh my God.
Wait, she was accusing you of being irresponsible with the money? Now you're accusing her of being irresponsible with the money? What the hell is going on? How do you have $150,000 unaccounted for? This couple just has all kind of problems. They might need to go do some couples counseling. All in all, there wasn't really too much to this episode, but you all let me know what you think. Where do you stand on the whole training your wife issue? Do you agree or disagree? And do you think this trip can end on a good note now? Because it does seem like everyone has calmed down. But be sure to drop down in the comments and share your thoughts and opinions. And of course, if you've made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Please go ahead and hit that like button if you got anything out of the content. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to click that notification bell for updates. Thank you.